Hello everyone and welcome to Low Budget and Local. Today we're going to take a little break from the format we talked about last week, and I'm going to show you how to record both bass and guitar at the same time. We will be using some technical toys here and some techniques. If you already know how to play guitar and bass, this show might be a little redundant, but for you who are wondering, this is how it's done. So let me take this episode to share with you something that I think is interesting, right here on Low Budget and Local. So really quick, let's go over the tools that we'll be using for today. This is an Ibanez Artcore semi-hollow body electric guitar. This style of guitar can be found throughout rock, grunge, and blues. It's all around reliable. This is a Rogue bass guitar. It's about $100, has a good reliable sound, and for studio work, it's exactly what you want. Because it is cheap, if it gets slightly damaged along the way, it doesn't really matter too much, and it still has a decent sound regardless. It's good if you're going to spend all day in a studio playing. It also is the bass that you saw in the original Low Budget and Local intros. And now, moving along to the wonderful land of audio recording. This is the Olympus LS100 multi-track audio recorder. It basically allows you to record one track, play that track while recording another, so you can hear yourself play, if you catch my drift. Basically allows you to do all the things a band would do while being one person. Moving on to how we're actually capturing the sound, this is a Fender amp and two SM58 microphones. You want those as close to the amp as you can to capture the sound. Below all of that, we have the bass amp. Now, those two amps, the guitar amp and the bass amp, are going to get switched, depending which one is in use. So, to start off this multi-track recording process, I like to kick things off with a bass, because the strings are thicker and it's a little harder to play, unless you body build with only your fingers, in which case the bass is easy. But for what I'm doing, I personally like to let the bass guitar lead the way. So, let's go over strings really quick. This first one, right here, that is your E string. It's the same on the guitar. Same with the A, the D, and the G. So, if you're going to do a riff, just think about what you're going to do on the guitar. Now, I'll get into guitar power chords in a second, but the bass, it's basically the bottom end of whatever note you're doing on a power chord. So, if we do on a guitar, that's going to be really similar. Now that I've got the guitar in my hand, we were just talking about what that chord progression on the bass would look like on the guitar. It would be something like this. Like I was saying, the guitar is a little bit more playable than the bass, unless you've got really muscular fingers. So, next thing I'd like to bring up is the power chord. Power chord is used throughout most blues, rock, music in general. You can always count on finding a power chord somewhere. So, power chord is the combination of two notes on two strings. So if we start out with the E string down here, the low E, put that on the 3rd fret, right here. You can combine that with something on the A string on the 5th fret, so that is right here. Together, they sound like this. And if you want, you can move that progression up, so and if you really feel like it, you can throw in a 2nd fret on the A string, so right here, and keep that E string open. So open, there's nothing on it. Open means there's nothing on it. So now that you've got an idea of what you want to do, let's get out the bass, multi-track it, lay down that bass track first, and throw it in with the guitar. I would like to thank you for tuning in to this edition of Low Budget and Local. As you can see, it doesn't take 5 or 6 people to be a band. It can take only one. What matters is your creativity and determination to make everything happen. So until next time, please hit like and subscribe on our new channel. Come back next week for more Low Budget and Local.